Opo. Wait po. Relax na, baby. Ayan, gising naman yan. Okay.
It's our community rotation right now. So for 3 weeks, my blockmates and I are deployed in the municipality of Magallanes in Cavite. So a few days ago, we rode a van together and we came here from Manila to Cavite, and we can't go home for the next 3 weeks. And we're expected to stay and immerse ourselves and experience how healthcare is delivered to communities outside the hospital setting. So we're also expected to serve in the local barangay health centers and act as doctors there. So we should assess patients and write prescriptions for them. There are 6 of us in the block. So I'm with Hannah and Carmel and Ryan and Jasmine and Gio. So for 3 weeks, we have to live together and we have to cook our own meals, go to the market, and spend a lot of time together. So it's not just us in the place where we're staying. It's a resort called The Last Resort. So we're also staying with other UP Manila students. They're taking development studies and they also go to the barangays as well. We're assigned to different barangays. Hannah and me were assigned in Barangay Tua. Last Tuesday, we got to join the COVID vaccination drive at the Rural Health Unit. I saw how much preparation was actually needed that the general public don't necessarily see. It was fun to inject people, and every time I vaccinated someone, I'd ask them if it hurts. And the challenge to myself was for them to say no. We also had vaccinations to kids under the Expanded Program on Immunization, or EPI. This national program provides immunization for kids, especially before they turn 1 year old. I got to vaccinate many babies against polio, tuberculosis, hepatitis, and more. One thing that surprised me was how expensive and inaccessible health resources can be for seemingly simple medications as those just for hypertension. It's not as accessible as I thought since there's no pharmacy nearby Barangay Tua. So it's difficult to consider the best management for our patients in Tua without being aware of these constraints. One thing that was affirmed is that if leaders and healthcare workers sincerely want to serve, it's gonna show. I felt this in how the barangay health workers treated us like family, or in how Nurse Kat, who was in charge of the health operations in Tua, keeps everything so organized. She keeps a logbook for everything. Or how Nanay Merly, one of the barangay health workers, how she happily cleans the health center and decorates it with helpful signages. Or the nice delicious native chicken meal cooked by Nanay Fe. Throughout the past week, we had about at least 4 patients each day. I saw patients with fever, hypertension, goiter, and more. One question I'd ask would be whether the management I have for them actually helped. I hope they come back next week for me to see whether I actually was helpful to them or not. So, how do I feel about all these experiences? Well, I feel excited and anxious and also happy. Excited because I get to go outside the hospital for 3 weeks, and anxious sometimes because seeing patients and being responsible for knowing how to help them without knowing beforehand what kind of patient you'll meet on that day can be a bit scary at first. And happy because there's just so many opportunities to discover new things, meet new people, and become a better doctor.